All right, everybody. So we are back at our normal spot here at the Disney Springs, right in front of Characters in Flight. We kind of picked this spot because it's quiet and there's a table, so we can sit down and we can take our masks off and be responsible about it and follow the rules. But we are back with our, as promised, our weekly update about all things running and Run Disney. Right, Kristen?
Yeah, wow, this has been a big week. There has been a lot going on, as I'm sure many of the weeks ahead will be big weeks too. So should we start with the major run topic?
Or we can start with the bummer news we just got on the way driving over to the Springs. We just got real bummer news. Disney Parks blog just posted as we were driving over here that, you can say it, I can't even say it.
The Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween parties for 2020 have all been canceled. That is Adam and I's most favorite event.
I'm so sad I can barely talk right now. I mean, that's what I said, maybe we can't make this right now because I'm so upset. That was my favorite thing of the whole year, combined with Wine and Dine and all the other fall Halloween events that Disney did.
You know, I was hoping they'd find a way to put it on in a safe way. Maybe instead of handing out candy, directly like they normally do, maybe just giving an individual bag. But they felt it was the right thing to do to cancel it for everybody's safety and their cast members' safety.
Well, you think about it, no fireworks, no parade.
Oh, and the parade was the best.
That was the best. The parade was the best. Yeah.
So I'm real sad because I love Halloween.
So do I. So that's a real bummer going into our weekly recap. But there's other good things to talk about, like the Princess weekend that registration just happened for general registration
on Tuesday.
On Tuesday, yeah.
So I did a lot of the registering while he was at work and was unavailable. But
this is a good thing because you're so much better than me at it, and you know
I know the trick.
The trick, yeah.
No, if you watch our video about registration tips, I think that kind of covers some of the things that I do. But just as a recap, I know that there's people out there that I've seen who are really bummed. They didn't even realize that Princess registration was coming up, or they saw everything on social media, and now they're really bummed that they haven't registered and gotten in on everything. So you still have an opportunity, and that's what we wanted to talk a little bit about. My goodness, have these races gone fast. The amount of people who want to go to them and register for them is huge.
And keep in mind, they may be really limiting how many race, entrants they're allowing anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that they have limited registrations, and I have seen on social media. Now, I don't know. This is just people saying that they know other people. So I don't know them. I don't have any. I haven't confirmed with Run Disney.
It's all hearsay, but that's all we have right now because nobody's saying anything.
There are people who have said that they have inside knowledge that they have reduced the number of bibs and that they may release more if things get better with the virus and with safety. Then they may do that at a later point, which makes a lot of sense. But that really stinks because it was Princess Weekend. Adam, did you know this is the hardest of all the weekends to get into? Maybe Wine and Dine, but Princess Weekend sells out within minutes every year.
Well, it's the most magical.
It is, yeah.
I know you don't love it. And that's
I know.
okay. That's okay.
Okay.
I had a great time last year doing my first Princess Weekend, and I know that it's not your thing, but
unpopular opinion.
I'm glad we got to do it together.
The Princess race is not my favorite.
Yeah, well, I'm glad we got to do it together. It was still fun. But you told me something that was really interesting.
Yeah.
You told me that the 5K was the last to sell out.
Yes. So,
how unusual
if you aren't
is that?
on our Facebook page, please do, because I post a lot on there, usually daily.
Run Disney Daily on Facebook.
Mhm.
I'll put the link
Yeah.
in the description.
Yeah, and so I kept track of, I got our registrations first. That's, most important. We were going for the 10K.
She texted me and she's like, hey, the 10K is available. Should I get it? And I'm like, why are you texting me?
No.
Just do it.
So I got the 10K because I think we've mentioned in other videos, we have a lot of very long runs and marathons, and we want to, come February, just kind of scale back a little bit. So we're not doing so many long runs. We've got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do the 10K, which we haven't done together a 10K with Disney before.
That's true.
So it'll be nice to do
We haven't even talked about
distance.
our theming costumes yet. We got lots of planning to do.
Oh, we do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we got the 10K, and then so when I went in, all of the races were available. Luckily, I did have multiple browsers open. I tend to notice that my Google Chrome browser does better than my Internet Explorer.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but that's my opinion. That's what I've seen on multiple occasions.
But it's really hit or miss. And, reading social media, we're not the only ones that use 3 browsers and a cell phone all at once to try and register.
Yeah.
I think Run Disney has become, now, if you want to register for it, just because of the cancellations and everything, it's like getting concert tickets.
Well, just so you know, it doesn't matter if you get in 2 minutes before the deadline and it's spinning, or 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It's almost like a lottery.
Yeah.
So once that hits, it doesn't matter if you were the one right away or the first one, really. You just have to be in before that time. So just make sure you're in that kind of lottery so that you get a chance.
But you got our 10K. Thank you. That was awesome of you.
We got it. So
Feel pretty lucky.
the Fairy Tale Challenge, big surprise. If people are coming in for that, they always take the Fairy Tale Challenge first. And our 10K went first.
I'm going to be a real downer here, and I'm going to say that I think that, well, maybe not. I think that Marathon Weekend's going to happen, potentially.
Yeah.
But Princess Weekend might be the next Run Disney event.
No, that's pretty far.
Mr. Negative over here.
No,
I feel like if I veer towards the negative side and then good things happen, then I can only be happy about it. Right?
He's making me very nervous about the Wine and Dine, which is I look forward to it every year, and I'll be devastated
Babe,
if I can't.
they just canceled Mickey's Not So Scary. I hate to break it to you, but they just canceled their biggest fall event. They just besides food and wine, they just
But they didn't
blanket.
cancel Mickey's Very Merry,
That hasn't happened.
which is in November.
Yeah, you're right. That hasn't
everybody-
happened yet. Yeah.
Please message him and tell him don't mess with our Wine
I
and
give
Dine.
you that, and we told everyone last week that we would talk about Wine and Dine this week because that is our ultimate favorite Run Disney event.
Yeah.
It is so much fun, and the party.
Yeah.
I mean, it's worth it just for the party alone afterwards.
Oh yeah.
At Epcot.
So truth be told,
Yeah.
it's my favorite only because the first Run Disney race I ever did, and some of you probably remember, was the Tower of Terror 10-miler
Your retro
back in the
run.
day, and it was phenomenal. And
Can we
loved.
talk about that next week?
Oh yeah.
And
we
you can
do
bring
that.
you can bring your medal, and we can talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about it, and then we'll
Yeah.
talk about Wine and Dine then.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
but yeah, Princess went so fast, and then what was the last, Adam? 5K.
Yeah.
Which is unusual to me because I usually see 5Ks go first.
5Ks go like that. They go so fast. Yeah. So that's really unusual.
You know what I love about that though? You know what I'm thinking? Is maybe
Sorry,
in
I
all
keep
this,
drinking. Not because I'm thirsty,
Put it
but
down.
just because I don't want us to get kicked
Put
out.
it
Because
down.
to not have our masks on, we have to be sitting and having a beverage and having a drink. So I'm making sure we're not getting kicked out.
So the 5K usually sells out. We got the 10K and the 5K was last. But you know what? I'm happy, and I started thinking well, maybe in all this quarantine, we see a lot of people around here running. Like, just normally when you drive down the street, you don't think too much, because we love running, so we kind of notice.
There's so many more people
Oh
running
my
now.
gosh,
So many
everybody's
more
getting
people running.
outside,
Yeah.
and we encounter other people that we wave to as we we like run by.
So many
We're
runners.
those runners. They're like
I always wave, but sometimes people don't wave back, and then you
I
feel
know.
awkward. But
oh wow.
at least I was nice about it, right?
I'll wave to you.
Yeah. Okay. So if we're not going to talk about Wine and Dine, what's next on our list? What are we talking about next?
I want to talk about some things. If you registered for Princess, kind of a big deal is that Disney doesn't have hotel reservations open for you to book.
I didn't even think about that.
With
We live
your-
here, so it's different because we live here. But if you're coming in from, gosh, New York especially, sorry, New York tri-state area, that stinks with the 14-day quarantine. But if you're planning to come here and stay at a Disney hotel, you can't even book a Disney hotel yet. And
No.
you had a recommendation that you told me the other day, and what is that?
So I just want everybody to know, don't stress. I know many people like to book their reservations in advance. Don't worry about Disney. We live locally, as everybody knows, and we drive into everything. I love it. Honestly, I would not, even if there's a couple times where we could have stayed at Disney Resort for races, I don't want to. And I like to drive in.
It's so
I don't know
easy
that
to
I want
drive
to take a
in.
bus.
Rental cars in Central Florida are dirt cheap. I think I once got a rental car for like literally like $14
Yeah.
a day. It's so cheap.
Yeah.
I know it's a little bit of extra hassle, but driving into a race, and obviously we're forgetting the key point here is that you can't get a Disney hotel reservation, so you're probably going to have to book an off-property reservation for now.
Yeah. And if you decide, when Disney opens up their reservation system, if you decide, I really want to stay at Yacht and Beach,
You can do it.
go ahead and book and cancel the other one.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say, because right now I've noticed
There's so many
hotel
good
deals are so cheap.
so many good deals, and there's so many great hotels
Yeah.
in the greater Orlando area and resorts that are so close to Disney
So
that are
lock
great.
it in,
Lock it in
put
cheap.
it away.
Get a rental car.
Just say, hey,
You're not gonna have to
I'm
worry
good.
about the bus being late, like it has been for the last couple of races where the buses have had a
Oh
hard
my
time getting
gosh.
in. So we always just pull right in. We never have a problem.
Oh yeah. I have been to races, Adam, where I've gotten to the parking lot too early,
Yeah,
and
sat
I
in
didn't
your
want to
car.
go in, and I'm like, I'll take a little nap or something.
Although we got really lucky because for marathon weekend we had one of those cool Disney parking permits because we were doing the official Disney broadcast, so we got to park at the finish line. It was pretty cool.
you had
right?
to bring it up.
And if you
make
haven't-
everybody jealous.
If
That's
you
not
haven't
normal.
watched it, that's not normal.
I tell
I
him
know.
to stop.
But I'm only
Because
saying that
that's so not normal.
it isn't normal, and I'm only telling you that because I did run with a live camera for the 2020 Walt Disney World Marathon. I'm going to put the link card right up over here so you can watch it. I just released that a few days ago. It's really cool. It shows the journey that Kristen and I made together for me running my first marathon and her running her second, and I could not have done it without her. And I don't recommend doing your first marathon on live television, but that's what I did, and watch it because it's the story of how that happened. But sorry, I got us off track for a little
Wow,
bit.
that's okay. But you
what-
know what? We'll bring it back.
Yeah, bring it back, circle it around.
You can. The offsite Disney hotels in the area are lovely.
They are lovely. There's a
You
lot
can
of
look
great
up
hotels.
Lake Buena Vista.
What's your favorite?
Oh,
Put you on the spot.
the
there.
Marriott World Center.
Marriott World Center, super close to Disney.
Oh,
Probably really
the
cheap
pool.
right now. Yeah.
They have a laser show at nights. My kids love it.
Yeah,
So, the Marriott World Center is nice. There's a bunch of them. The Hiltons in the Disney Springs area.
And
there.
those are,
And those-
practically attached to Disney. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so don't worry if you're not able to get a hotel reservation right now, which nobody is.
Yeah.
Don't worry, get one somewhere else.
Yeah.
And if Disney opens up and has space, you can always
Yeah.
cancel and move over. But it's better to be safe
Yeah.
than sorry, right?
Yeah. So we're getting close to the end of our time here. So I want to talk about a couple things. Also, if you've missed out on Princess, we didn't touch on this.
Mm-hmm.
You can check out a charity.
Yeah.
Please. I wholeheartedly support the charities that work with Run Disney. It's not something that I can do to raise money every single race, but Adam did one with Give Kids the World for Princess.
And don't quote me on this.
They're wonderful.
They're amazing.
Wonderful.
But I think I just saw on social media that Give Kids the World right now, it's $100 that you pay, and then you raise like $500,
I think so.
Which I thought was hard at first. It's not.
There's things that you can do.
It's easy to raise $500, and you have a lot of time. And you know what?
Oh my gosh!
It makes you feel good right here, Kristen, because it's a charity and it goes to kids. So it's even better.
It really does something special for you. And so if you're worried about that aspect of it, you have so much time.
Yeah.
So much time.
Yep.
You know, it's very nerve-wracking if you pick that bib up like a month before and you think you got to raise like $1,000 in a month. But you have so much time, and there's a lot of ways to do it. This is not the blog to talk about that. Because we could do a whole blog on how to do that.
Yeah.
But go ahead, check out the charities. They've got bibs. You can do it. It's an awesome experience. Also, if that's something that's just not up your alley, you're not comfortable with it, it's okay. There are travel agents. So go ahead, check out travel agents that can sell you packages that have the bibs, and grab those now, because you don't want to wait. If you wait any longer,
they'll sell out.
They'll sell out too.
Yeah, they'll sell out too.
Because of what I've been witnessing with just the number of people who want to come do these things. So please, this is the week. This is why we're talking about it, because I wouldn't want you to miss out. You think like February is so far in advance. I myself have made a couple mistakes in Run Disney and not gotten what I wanted. And I feel real guilty when I miss out on something. So take the time now, get it done with, decide, and then you can just work on it the next couple months.
So last thing I know we wanted to talk about, and we were talking about this in the kitchen before we came over here, was proof of time.
Oh my gosh.
And we were talking about there's a race close to us in October that we're thinking about running a 10K to get a better proof of time. But that's the thing right now, is getting a proof of time is really tough because there aren't any races happening. So proof of time right now is a little tricky.
Yeah, but it's something that we wanted to bring up today because start looking now. There's a number of race directors that I've seen, race organizations that they're wanting to get back in the game, and they're wanting to put things out there. And so I just gotten an email today about a local race that's going to put something in the first week or so of October here, which would meet the marathon deadline. But so, I mean, I'm still going to talk like Wine and Dine is happening.
So start thinking about it now. Get your proof of time,
Wine and Dine proof of time is due August 4th.
So you don't have much time.
No.
And I think I was talking about this with Kristen on the way over here, that I thought I heard something about Disney accepting like proof of time from a smartwatch, some kind of weird thing like that. I thought I'd heard that. That seems really easy to cheat. I'm gonna Google that when it.
Crazy.
Maybe I dreamt that. I don't know, but
he did dream it.
But that's kind of the only way to get proof of time right now, because there haven't been any races.
Why don't you ask people to doctor that up?
Just get in your car with your smartwatch on and drive a 10K. You don't know anybody would do that, do you?
No, I don't. Because I would stop it.
Yeah.
No, no, I've not seen that. I in preparation for these, I do research and make sure that when we're on here, I'm talking.
Somebody
facts.
needs to, thank goodness.
Not him. So.
She's the official side. I'm just here for color and commentary, really.
But I did read, and I didn't read anything about. Sure, go ahead and submit your Apple Watch time.
Yeah, well, thank goodness, though, for you, because otherwise I wouldn't have any race registrations.
Yep.
So,
don't worry. I got
you.
you taken care of.
Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Well, it looks like we're reaching our 20-minute time limit here, and the Disney Springs is closing pretty soon.
Yeah.
They're not kicking us out yet, but...
That'll be quickly here.
Man, what a nice night here at Disney Springs, and I really hope that everything is gonna open up again soon. And
Yeah. No, we've got more things. We know that there's more news that is coming out next week. We know any day Disney's going to announce their reservation system.
that's gotta happen soon. It's less than a month
Yeah.
out. They need to release their information about how people traveling from out of state can come in and make reservations and buy hotel rooms and get plane tickets and all that other stuff. So soon.
I've got a lot of things that I want to talk about next week,
What is one of them gonna be?
including Club Run Disney.
Club Run Disney. All you guys that paid all that extra
goodness,
money.
do I want to talk about that?
Yeah.
But I need like a night for that.
And we need to let it sink in and think about it. I feel bad for all those people that paid extra money
I want to think
for
about it.
race registration guarantee and then no canceled races. So that is something for next week. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do. Run Disney Daily. We would love for you to catch all of our newly released videos, and we want to make sure you don't miss anything. So please subscribe to our channel. And Kristen, we're going to see everybody next week, right?
Yeah, we'll see you next week.